What's up YouTube, this is Mathis97 and welcome to episode number 51 of Jett Storm's My Career Mode here in WWE 2K15, and we're at the beginning again. The cycle repeats as we get to choose 3 more pay-per-views for this year. And it seems like this has become the big 4 in My Career Mode, so sorry Survivor Series, you didn't make the cut. Tonight's main event will pit a future Hall of Famer against the newest star coming out of NXT. Jett Storm versus Flash Silva. Well, there we go. Tonight, Jett Storm actually facing somebody from NXT. Not Jett Storm's generation. No, Jett Storm's generation has already surfaced here in the WWE. They've had their time down in developmental. And now it's time for the next generation of superstars. And it looks like Flash Silva leading the charge here tonight. Going to be taking on apparently a future Hall of Famer in Jett Storm. Well, I mean, it's still possible. Storm hasn't yet won the WWE, he's won the World Heavyweight title, but he hasn't won the WWE title yet. So Jett Storm, you never know. He's still got a long career ahead of him by the looks of things, so you never know. Maybe he will be a future Hall of Famer someday. And that could be a big statement for Flash Silva if he could defeat a future Hall of Famer in Jett Storm. But look at Silva there, actually gaining the upper hand there a little bit. And Flash Silva, this is his opportunity here tonight to prove that he is not just going to be some flash in the pan. I had to make the joke. It was in the title anyway, so you couldn't avoid it. Now Jett Storm just stomping away at the face of Flash Silva. And for Flash Silva's sake, he probably would have rather had this opportunity probably about this time last year, prior to Money in the Bank, where Jett Storm, I mean, maybe, no, not quite prior to Money in the Bank, but prior to WrestleMania, I would say. Because ever since WrestleMania, Jett Storm has just really tapped into his inner aggressiveness. He's really just been fueled by rage and fury here in the WWE over the past year. Especially since his match with Bray Wyatt last year at Money in the Bank. So maybe even prior to Money in the Bank of last year, Silva might have had a better opportunity against Jett Storm, but tonight, I don't know. Silva, he's just going to have to hope Jett Storm gets too aggressive like he has in the past, and he's going to have to try to capitalize on that. Of course, Jett Silva, what am I saying? Storm, he's got Silva in the corner here, not delivering the elbows to the sides of the head of Silva. Of course, Storm, we're going to be competing at Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, and Royal Rumble yet again. As you know, WrestleMania was a big deal. I don't feel like we should have too many WrestleManias in this career mode. Whereas Money in the Bank, it was a pay-per-view we couldn't even access prior to, competing at WrestleMania. So I feel like there's still a little bit something more Money in the Bank has to offer. I'm not sure if this is a Money in the Bank exclusive storyline. Probably isn't, but still, I mean, it would be nice to kind of think that something like this was held off towards later in the career mode, where Money in the Bank would be, I don't know, I lost my train of thought, but you know what I mean. So we can see, now I can't even speak, as Jett Storm took down why was I going to say Silva? Jeez. Jett Storm took down Flash Silva, not Jett Silva, and now Storm, he's looking to finish Silva off here, delivers a kick to the gut. And, well, rookie, your time is up. Jett Storm, storm out! And that's going to put Flash Silva away here. He had his flashy debut, but in the end, he is nothing more than just a flash in the pan. As Jett Storm gets the win here tonight over Silva. So a big victory there for Jett Storm. Storm, he gets the gold here tonight, but Silva, he's stuck with Silva. That's another bad joke. I'm just full of bad jokes this episode. But speaking of bad jokes, we are getting close to the end of the series, as I've been mentioning the past couple of episodes. Storm, he's celebrating here tonight, and Silva, he really suffered crushing. Wait a minute, Baron Blade coming down to the ring and now attacking Flash Silva here. Look at Storm. Well, we know he does not like Baron Blade. And Storm going right after Blade here. Does a couple shots to the face. And now a clothesline over the top rope. Jett Storm coming to the aid of Flash Silva here tonight. And Silva's got to be a bit confused. I wouldn't I wouldn't say that Storm did this out of respect for Silva, just because he simply does not like Baron Blade. I mean, they're pure enemies. Jett Storm, please give me another match. I'm better than what I showed last week. Let me prove it. Well, Jett Storm, he doesn't think so. He doesn't think Flash Silva's worthy of his time. Come back when you've had a few big wins. So, Jett Storm really not being much of a mentor to Silva here tonight. And now look at this. Baron Blade getting back into the mix as he takes out Storm. And now a clothesline right there to Silva. Baron Blade taking out both competitors here tonight. Flash Silva, though, he doesn't give up. I need a partner against Baron Blade. What do you say we team up? Would be an honor to tag with somebody I looked up to as a kid. But no, Jett Storm, he's going to shut him down once again. The fact that you need help shows you're not ready for the WWE. You're weak, and it disgusts me. So Jett Storm not showing any respect whatsoever to Flash Silva here. And Silva now, well, it looks like it's going to be a handicap match. Baron Blade and whoever Blade's partner is. And now, oh, wait a minute! Jett Storm blasting Flash Silva from behind here. Well, so much for that tag team contest, is Flash Silva just being ambushed by Jett Storm here tonight. What you did last week makes me respect you even less. I'm starting to think that you're not worthy of my time, and I should find a real wrestler to fight against. Oh, well, it looks like we're going to be getting a match at the pay-per-view between these two. I mean, really, tensions have just boiled over here at this point. Jett Storm, he feels like he deserves a better challenge. Flash Silva, he's just trying to prove himself here on the main roster. You know, he's just trying to get a break here in the business, and Jett Storm really not giving him any, you know, he's not even showing him the light of day. Looking forward to getting my hands on Jett Storm at the next pay-per-view. Well, Jett Storm, he feels the same. He can't wait to knock Flash Silva around a notch, or knock him down a notch or two. Knock him around as well. You'll earn your place in WWE soon enough. And, you know, it is going to be fairly soon, because Jett Storm, he's going to go all out against Flash Silva here tonight at Money in the Bank. Last year, Money in the Bank, Storm lost to Bray Wyatt, and we can see what that has done for his career. I mean, this whole persona he seems to have adopted, even though the Wyatt family storyline never got a conclusion, so to my knowledge, it would still be going on. I don't know, but Jett Storm, you can see, I mean, just this darker persona he's adopted ever since that loss to Bray Wyatt at Money in the Bank. I mean, he joined the Wyatt family. He really took on this aggressive side of himself. And Flash Silva, well, I mean, look at Flash Silva. He's out here, he's dancing around. He seems pretty happy, pretty confident, but I don't know. I think he might just be delusional. I don't think he stands a chance against Jett Storm here tonight. I mean, we saw what Storm did to Silva a couple of weeks ago on Raw. But, you know, perhaps this is a different Silva tonight. The first time around, he saw Storm as more of a, you know, somebody he could look up to, but now they've become enemies, rivals. And Flash Silva here tonight, probably, I mean, he's got to have a different approach here tonight. Perhaps he could be more dangerous than their last encounter. Maybe he does have a shot at defeating Jett Storm here tonight. Of course, like I said, Jett Storm still with a bit of inner rage, so Silva, I mean, if he could just take that to his advantage, capitalize on it, and try to catch Storm off guard, he might be able to sneak in a victory here. But we're just going to have to let the match play out for what it is. Storm now, he's got Silva backed into a corner, literally. As you can see, delivers a knee lift to Silva right there. Now another one. Silva just can't get out of the starting gate here, although he finally manages to gain the upper hand. And now he's got Storm backed into a corner here. Bit of chain grappling from these two, and we saw last time around, Flash Silva seemed to gain the advantage on Storm, and it appears as though he's doing just that here tonight. Silva seems to have the makings of a very technical superstar, maybe a former amateur wrestler. I mean, not all superstars in the WWE who wear singlets are amateur wrestlers, but I don't know, I just kind of get that impression from this guy that he'd be one of those technicians that just, you know, knows his way around a wrestling ring. Jett Storm, though, look at this, out on the outside, really just controlling the pace of this one, just making Flash Silva wait to get his hands on Storm. As you can see, Storm delivers a forearm right there to Flash Silva, who is, you know, trying to get his hands on Storm. But look at this. Storm goes in the ring to break the count, and then just like, oh, and now he delivers a chop block, taking out the leg of Flash Silva here. And now look at Storm. Jett Storm locking in the lasso from El Paso. Out on the floor here. That's really going to put a lot of strain on both the back and the legs of Flash Silva here. Silva, though, he manages to get out of that one. Storm lets it go. Because, I mean, Storm, he doesn't want to lose by... Oh, look at that counter, a DDT out on the floor. That's definitely going to ring Jett Storm's bell here. Just knocked him for a loop. That's a 5 count now. Or 6 count, actually. Storm's got to get back in the ring here. But, yeah, you know, Storm, he had to break that submission hold. He doesn't want to lose by count, and he doesn't even want to draw. He wants nothing more than to punish Flash Silva here tonight. And he definitely wants to get the victory, because it would be humiliating for Jett Storm at this point in his career to lose this matchup. And now look at this, setting him up. Future Shock DDT. Shades of Drew McIntyre on that one. As Jett Storm now going to the top rope after planting Silva head first into the mat. And now look at this, senton. Way to go, Storm. Good job. Good job. A for effort. So anyway, now Stormy's got to try to rebound off that one. Flash Silva still hasn't seemingly recovered. So there's a scoop slam by Storm, and now elbow drop right to the heart of Flash Silva there. And look at Storm right now. Storm, you can just see the damage. Storm has got the clear upper hand on Silva here. As now he's setting him up, looking for that T-bone suplex. And now he's going to hook the leg. Not even a 1 count. Rope break there as Flash Silva manages to escape that one. But Silva really just taking a beating here tonight. This is very one-sided in this one. And now look at this. Once again, planting Flash Silva skull first into the mat. As Jett Storm has... It's just been all Jett Storm in this one. Look at this now. Setting him up for the Fisherman neck breaker. And Jett Storm, he's on the verge of victory right now. Storm just ended. This has just been a completely one-sided beatdown at this point. And now look at Storm. Now he's just taunting in the face of Silva, and that could cost him. Look at Silva here. Counter, but counter by Storm. And now all the enziguri to the back of the head of Flash Silva, and that's going to do it. Silva, Jett Storm, he's looking for the finishing blow. The coup de grace. Here we go. Storm out once again. For the 2nd time this episode, Jett Storm plants Flash Silva with the somersault cutter, hooks the leg. 2, 3, that is a victory for Jett Storm. A completely one-sided beatdown, just destroying Flash Silva here tonight. So much of a jerk Jett Storm is, I have to respect that he walks the walk when he talks the talk. I learned a lot from this battle. So Flash Silva, you know, he's not going to let that get to him. He's going to go back down to NXT, try to rebuild himself, rebuild his career, and then try to make a return later on. But that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Keep on YouTubing.